Hello friends, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just working on some of these vintage Santas. I have these 4 left to do. I have one that is finished completely. He has been painted and glazed. And I'll show you what I mean by glazed, aged, antiqued, I guess is what it is. I just kind of made him look really old, and I think they turned out really great. Now, one thing I can tell you, here's this one. He's not old yet, but he's getting there. He's getting there for sure. Here's another one. I couldn't wait to paint them. I had to paint a few of them to show you guys what they were going to be like, because you don't want to sit here and watch me paint them all night. It will take us a while. And then I did this one. So they're all just a little different. And then I did this little guy. You guys probably remember him. He was the one I tried to curl, and he stayed curled. Look at that. But one thing that happened to me, they were not drying well. I still got wet paint. They were still really wet when I got up this morning. So I did put them in the oven. I put them in at 175 for a couple of hours, actually. So it took a little while, but they dried up right away, and they were just fine. And so for those of you that might need to hop off, if you're interested in how I made these, it's a couple of videos back. You just look back on my page, and I start from the very beginning with the aluminum foil inside. I show you the paper-maché clay, clay that I used to mold around the foil, how we added the bobby pins so that we would have a hook for our tree hook. There you can see a couple of them have paper clips. I just cut them in half and made them sharp. I can't even tell, but so I just stuck paper clip in there because I only had a few hairpins in the drawer here in the kitchen. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do now, if you guys go back and look at how I made them and you're curious, I'm gonna paint these 4, or at least a couple of them. We'll see how long it takes, but I wanted to show you how I glazed this one to make it look older. You can see the difference in those, I'm hoping anyway, that you can see the difference, and how he's got all of the brown and he just looks a little antiquier. Whoops, he was still a little wet on the back. Anyway, so I'm using our Country Chic glaze. This is just the small, the small little jar here, and I'm using a color called Tiger's Eye. So it's kind of a brownish color. And the thing about glaze, I was gonna wax them, but I thought I would show you a different product, because I showed you wax last night on a ornament. So this is just a meat tray, and the cream color is all dry. And so I've got the glaze, and what I wanna show you is, see how transparent glaze is? When you dip into it and you put it on, you can see through it. That's what they call glaze. If this were a paint, it would be very solid. Now, it may need 2 coats, but you could not do that with paint. So when you hear someone talk about glazing, this is what they're talking about. They're actually using a product that's called glaze. I have clear glaze that you could turn orange or red or any color, just mix your color, and then you pour the clear glaze in. And so you could turn any color into a glaze. This is a pre-mixed glaze called Tiger's Eye. So there you go. There's a little glazing lesson. So I put some glaze on this brush. Now I'm just kind of getting rid of a little bit of it because I don't want a whole lot. I just kind of want to drag it over him. Hopefully you guys can see. Drag it over him a little bit to just age him out and make him just look a little more rustic. See that? And it just pushes him, it just pushes everything back, softens it all down. And then let's say, of course he needs to be dry to do what I was going to do to show you, but let's say that I'll just dry it here it'll take 2 seconds. I'll just dry it real fast. Okay, so let's say that I wished I didn't glaze him so much. Let's say I wish he had a little bit less glaze. So then I can just go back in with the paint and just kind of dry brush here and there and tone that glaze down just a little bit. and bring it back. So, and I'm gonna put, well, I need to let that dry. We'll fix that later. I need to put it back so it's not so white. But you see what I mean? If you overdo it one way, you can go back and switch it back to the other way. So you're never gonna mess them up. I guess I could have showed you with him. Let's say that he's a little more rustic than what I wanted him to be. So I'll just come back in and put a little bit of the white on. I could go back, and I really like the red. His face, I didn't want it to be pink. The flesh color that comes in these craft jars is very pink to me. I didn't care for it in an Americana, so I added a cream to it to tone it down. It was really peachy, fleshy, so I even took this one a little farther down. I just didn't care for that color very much. So anyway, let's glaze these last three and get them all old looking. Oh, thanks for the hearts, you guys. I can't see your comments. You know me, I'll come back and answer all of your questions and comment on your comments. If you have any questions after the video's over. I hate to, that one turned out great. I hate to be sidetracked. Okay, let's keep going here. But yeah, so if you ever ask me a question, go back and look and see, because I always answer you. And I sure appreciate you sharing. Actually, tonight is our drawing for our 12 days of Christmas. See how that just so subtly just makes him old. So we're doing our drawing tonight. So you guys make sure that you share the video and then comment that you shared. And I will put you in last night's drawing. For those of you that shared last night are in to win these two wool covered votive cups with the gold thread. And then tonight I'm going to give away this little soup crock container, a little soup bowl, and I think it's darling. It was from our store. I've got a couple of them. I'm going to give one of them away. Oops, I'm doing it over here where you guys can't even see. Okay. I actually used a copper on his hat, and then I mixed it with some paint to tone it down a little bit. I think I'm gonna make him even older. Yeah, I think he can take it. There you go. Now I'll do the backs later. After the fronts dry, I'll lay them around, turn them around and do the backs too, so that if they happen to turn on the tree, they'll be, I tried to paint somewhat the backs of them. Kind of yucky, but in a hurry. So, whoops, he got a little white on him. Oh, and this one, I didn't even pull the hat down. I need to do that. So anyway, that's how you glaze. So that gives you guys that want to jump off a quick how to make them look great. So I thought this was a cute little way to show you guys. So all right, here is I'm gonna paint these. So what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. So I'll show you what the actual difference here in the flesh tone. Can you see the difference in this and that? It was just a little peachy for me. So I added in just a creamy color into this to just lighten it down and make it not so peachy. Okay, so I can do all of their faces actually. And all you're doing is painting it in. You be kind of messy because you're going to end up doing the mustaches and the, oh, whoops, he's going to be all beard. Sorry, Mr. Santa. Okay, and then here, this one has a nose. Oh, I know what else I was going to tell you guys. If you guys try this, after I baked them in the oven, I felt like their noses, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, their noses were not sticking very well. Their noses, their eyebrows, some of the balls on their head, like on their hat, not all of them stuck well. I don't know why. I've never done this before. I don't know anything about this stuff. I was just experimenting. And so I ended up, after I dried them, I ended up and put them in, used E6000 and glued them on. So like the ring on the hat, like a lot of these pieces, not all of them, but several pieces, not quite half, just didn't attach very well. And so I didn't want them falling off, so I glued them back on. So I don't know if I needed to add some water to make them kind of stick better. I don't know what the deal was, but the glue worked great. So if any of you bake yours or let them air dry for a couple of days, whatever you need to do, and they don't work, they fall off a little bit, just use E6000. I thought hot glue might be too thick. Hot glue would probably work since it's kind of a papery plaster, but anyway, that's what I did. So I really like this one. I actually need to change this one's hat out. I don't have this dark red, but I think is vintagey. I kind of like this darker hat. But for me, the green ones looked better, and I was surprised. I really thought I would like the red Santa hats, but I feel like the green is a little more vintage. The copper one looks great for like a neutral thing, but I think the greens, I think I favored the green ones actually. So the green ones I used, I'm gonna do one green. I used, let's see, where is this? Every color is different. It's this Craft Smart. I have no idea where I got it, and it's called Campground. So that's the green that I used. But you guys, honestly, any green, and I don't even need any more. I've got plenty on my plate. Any green would work just fine. And then again, I added some of that creamy, this is from our chocolate tour. It's called Cheesecake, and I just added a little bit of that, a little dab will do ya, and I just kind of lightened down that dark green a little bit. The dark green was really, really dark, so I just stirred in and kind of created my own little color there. Again, it's up to you. You guys can do any color you want. If your decor is purple, then you could do purple. It's whatever colors work with what you're wanting. But I'm just painting away. I can tell I'm probably not going to be here. I don't know. I think you guys probably don't want to watch me paint. Probably boring. Although, good grief, I watch people paint all the time. I think it's fascinating. It's relaxing, right? Okay, but I'm not an artist at all. And I swear to you, I am not an artist. I kind of know the products to use, and that helps me. So if you guys are ever in the middle of a project, painting furniture, painting your house, painting a craft, and you need some advice, message me. I'll be happy to help you. I always talk to people and love to help them out. And I don't mind at all. It's what I do. So it's, you know, I'm an easy, quick answer for you. So can you still see? Yeah. Maybe a bigger brush would be better, but I don't know. I did all of these with this one. Like I have a little control in those crannies, those little nooks and crannies. Okay. So there's his hat. And then I'll go ahead and do the back later because I want to be able to lay them out to dry. So there's his hat. That's the only color that, whoops, that's the only color this little guy gets, really. And I kind of like that beigey color that his beard is right now, actually. But I'll beige it up with the, what am I trying to say? The glaze when we're all done here. So I'm gonna put on Cheesecake this time, just a cream color. All of these other ones were done with a white. So I'm gonna do him with a Cheesecake color, which is just a cream, just a really yellowy, creamy color. And I'm gonna take his beard on up over his mouth. I'm thinking that's gonna be better. I'm gonna run it up the sides of his face. I might be hitting and missing a little bit, but it's okay because I really like that paper-maché color that it turned out in the first place. So can you guys still see? Okay, I'm kind of trying to hurry for you. Okay. And then I need to paint the ball on his hat. So see, I just go over where I got that green out of place. I'll just paint over that. It might take a couple of hits, but it'll be fine. Oops. Oh, and I just got in the green. Let me stir that up a little bit. Okay. And because it's so rough, I mean, you really don't have to be super careful. The texture of it, I really tried to get it rough. So you can be a little messy. And it's all okay. I need a little more paint. I love working on old meat trays, old styrofoam trays. Just clean them up and use them for paint. And they work great, really great. I even use those when we were doing a lot of classes. We used the meat trays. Okay. All right, so I need to put a little dab of green there. I don't know if I can with it so wet. But we'll try. I feel like I got over there just a little bit there and a little bit back here. I feel like his hat needs to wrap around that little ball back there. So, okay. All right, so I'm gonna put him aside to dry. That's all I'm gonna do. I did his hat and his face and his beard, and that's it. He's gonna dry up. And then I kind of like that. Just for a little, he looks even older. I'm not sure the coloring. I'm not sure you guys can tell very well with the coloring. Let's see. Do I want to stick? Do I want to stick with that? I think I do. I think I do. Just so that they're all a little bit different. All right. So this one looks like a little kid, doesn't he? With his little, you know, when you get him all dressed up like in the Christmas Story in a snowsuit and he's all bundled up. I didn't give him a mustache, so we got to see how this is going to go with the beard. I don't know. I don't know about him. They'll all be fine, though. As a grouping, they'll be fine. Now, I learned this little project and was inspired by, I always have to hesitate, the House on Winchester. It's called House on Winchester on Instagram. And I love following Danelle. She does beautiful home decor. However, she does not always do crafts. This is one of the only crafts I've ever seen her do before. So I was kind of surprised. Oh, I didn't give him a rim on his hat either. He's just got big old eyebrows. So this is going to be interesting. If you guys remember, I ran out of clay on these. So let me see here. I'm going to do his eyebrows. And then we're going to have to get creative with this one. Don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So we'll do the little ball. But yeah, I was so disappointed. I've been to all this trouble to make them and show you guys and baking them and all that in the oven. And then when they're the little hat balls and their noses were coming off, I was like, are you kidding me? I was so discouraged. And then I thought, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to glue them. We're going to be okay here. So, and it was perfectly fine. It was just, you know, when you do stuff like that and it's like so frustrating. Nothing ever goes right. Okay, I'm going to try the copper again here because it's kind of close to the face color, and I feel like since I don't have a rim on his hat, I'm not sure I like how I put that ball on his hat either, but it's okay. Okay. Maybe I could do a color of paint to make a rim. Hadn't thought about that. Or it might be cute to glue some furry fur along there. Yeah, maybe I'll mess with him, you guys. He might be a cute savable thing. I've got some furry things around here. I could snip some fur and see if I could do a little white hat, a little white rim on his hat. Might be cute. I wonder, am I getting some hearts on that idea? No? I thought that was a good idea. All right, maybe not. Okay. So there you go. He's not bad. He's not bad at all. I might not even do that. I might not even try. Okay. Don't forget, if you guys have to jump off, if you would save this video or share this video, then make a comment that you shared it. You will be eligible to win tomorrow night or tonight's drawing for this pottery bowl. And I can't, the way I've got it full of all the names. But yeah, and then I just thought it was so cold outside. I just thought this was a perfect little gift, a little soup bowl. If you get it and you don't love it, you can gift it to somebody else. So that's the way that'll work. Okay, so we've done a green one, we've done a copper one. I think I will do this one in the burgundy just to show you guys doing it. Okay, so the burgundy that I chose is Folk Art True Burgundy, and this is a pigment. I always buy the paint, and I accidentally bought pigment, and I think it's just that it's a little stronger paint. It's just a little more. No, and I didn't shake it up very good, so I think I just got water. Pigment is very, very thick, and it's very pigmented. So it's very colored. It's very tinted. So I guess that's how we could describe it. So although I've got a lot of water in mine, mine's really, really old, guys. If you can see that platter, I don't even know if you can. So I don't really care that I'm putting on a watered down because, again, I'm going vintage and I don't care if it's a little not solid. So it could be turn out like a little watercolory, and that's just fine. Yeah, this one I had to glue. I see a little dab of glue on the back of this one. So it seems to be on, even like their little mustaches. I had to kind of push on them, but I didn't. You know, when you store them away and you wrap them in tissue, they're going to have a little pressure on them. So I just didn't want them to break that easily, not that easily. All right, so there's the hat. And then I've already shown you guys how to glaze them, so I'm really just gonna keep doing the same thing, so I probably won't stay on. Let's do the drawing, because I don't even know which one I'll do this one in. I think I'll do another green because I love the green the most. So I'll probably do another green. I think I'll add a little bit of white to the cream color this time so that he's a little bit lighter, but still got that creamy in there, so he's not stark white since he's going kind of vintage. Oh, and then yes, I see I'm getting into my black, but I did their eyes black. I did just black, and then I did white with black. I've done both ways, and I think I'm just gonna go with the straight up black. So, didn't they turn out cute? Are any of you guys gonna give this a try? And tell me where you're watching from. Last night, some of you guys put where you were watching from. It is so interesting to know where you're all from. And I saw some new names that I had never seen before. So you guys that have been sharing, your friends are watching. And isn't that fun that you showed them somebody new to follow that does videos and crafty things. So welcome to my page. I forgot to tell you, my name is Tammy Neff, by the way, and my page is called Tammy Loves, and I share with you all of the things that I love. I do have a little store. It's very, very small, and I make a lot of the things in the store just to make it unique. And it's in New Concord, Ohio. I got too much, a little too much. This is almost like coloring, you know, when you were a kid and how much fun it was to color. That's what this feels like. I'm coloring. Sure hope you guys can see. I keep forgetting to watch. I'm holding it so I can see instead of making sure you guys can see. I guess it's important that we both see. Okay. Yeah, let me know where you're from. I'm from Zanesville, Ohio. I'm in Zanesville. Just outside of Columbus, about an hour from Columbus. And then New Concord is just 10 minutes down the road. It's just one of those sweet little college towns that you pass through and you say, oh, what a cute little town. That's New Concord. And that's where my store is. So I live right in between the store and the town. So there, he turned out cute, didn't he? He almost doesn't even need antiqued. And see, I did not give him, or wait, no, I did give him. He's the one I didn't give the hat ring. And he turned out cute too. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are all cute. It doesn't even matter. Let me do their eyes though. Let me show you their eyes. What did I do with the brushes? I rinsed, oh, here they are. I just need a real pointy, here we go. Just need a real pointy little brush, and then I'm gonna stick some of my black. Let me just put a little dot of black here and dip in. Oh, that's just water. I feel like I'm shaking these, there we go. Feel like I'm shaking these paints up. All right, so to get it really pointy, I'm just, and let's see, you can barely see my pan, but you dip in and then you spin it. You spin your brush and it kind of makes it a little bit pointy, and then I'm going right down in his eyes just to add that black. I'm not gonna do it to his mouth. I can't see, I'm holding it up there so you guys can see. I need to see. Okay, that one's really deep. You almost can't tell that I painted it. There, that one you can. There you go. Okay, do this one. I'm gonna get down in there. Oh, I need to spin. I got a big drop on there. Just going straight down in. Straight down in. What fun. The project turned out really cute. I love it. I love that I did it. I'm glad I did it. Glad. My husband's like, what are you gonna do with all those? I don't know. I don't have to worry about that part. I'm thinking they'll look great on wreaths. They'll look cute in arrangements. They'll look cute hanging on the tree. Like, I'm not worried about that. Okay. You gotta really look down in there to see the black. Ooh, he looks good. When I got that black on him, wow, he like, hello, little fella. Hello there. Look at him. Yeah, he was like, hello. Okay, so I don't know what color hat I want to do. I have 2 burgundy, 3 green, 2 copper. I still like that green, you guys. I still like the green. I'm going green. I really like the green. I don't know. Are you guys telling me you have a favorite? I don't even know. Oops, I just dripped, but I dripped on my finger, so that's okay. All right, I'm doing the green. I'm hoping you guys like the green too. There was a little aluminum foil. Remember I told you that I had it totally covered, and then as they were drying, I could see just little peaks of foil here and there. But I told you I wasn't worried about seeing the foil. You can see why. If you see any, you're gonna just paint it anyway. There's not one thing on this Santa that is not painted. No, I kind of liked him just natural and not painted, but they sure come to life when you give them a little color, don't they? Okay. Yeah, I like the green. I'm surprised I like the green. I'm really surprised. But I do. It might just be that it's earthy and still a color. I don't know. It's still neutral. You know, you could put the green ones with any color. You could put them with blue decorations. You could put them with red decorations. You could put the green with your pinks. You could put your greens with any color, purples, any color. Green would go with it. I always say that about people's houses. Green's always a nice neutral. You don't really think of a color like green as a neutral, but it is because you can hold green up to so many things and it matches. Okay, so let's just use more of that whitish cream mixture. Now this one, I made these little tubes and I tried to stick them on for his beard, and they all seemed pretty secure. Hopefully none of them are gonna fall off. I just thought I would try it and see. What fun. I bought another box of this stuff. Makes me want to make some more. So this is day 10. Boy, I was thinking this would be a nice little giveaway to give away one of my Santas for day 11, but I don't know how they'll ship. I'm still not 100%. I'd hate to ship it and have it not stay together. I don't know. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like to get one? Take a chance? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. You'd comment and say yes, you would like to win a Santa, or you would rather have something from the store. Let me know what you think. Oop, I'm getting into the green now. Oh, poo, I'm getting into the green. That's all right. He's got a green hat on. It's okay if it's got a little hint of green to it, I guess. Trying to stay out of it, but I'm really in it now. Really in it. That's all right. I'm gonna keep going. It's on his hat, so that's really okay. Yeah, let me know if you guys might want a Santa. I could probably part with one. Okay. Ooh, we don't want green in his mustache, but I already kind of hit that a little bit. All right, so now I've got the sides of his face over here. And I need to get the side of his face over here. By the time I put a little glaze on there, a little brown glaze, you'll never be able to tell anyway. Okay, I'm trying to get paint done in between his beard. That's a little tricky. A little tricky. Okay, I might have got that too far over. So I'll probably push his face back over there a little bit after it dries. But there you go. There you go. So I'll have to do the backs of these. I'll have to flip them over in a little bit, and then I'll glaze those. And then these are all dry. Oh, did I already glaze the bow? No, I didn't glaze that one. Oh, I didn't glaze them all. So, okay, for those of you that maybe joined late and you're like, why does she keep talking about glazing? You can watch the replay. I did it first when I first started the video because I had already painted these up front and I just had the 4 left. So with the glaze, it's just a product. You can find glaze anywhere. I have it at my store. If you're interested, I can send you a jar. But this is called Tiger's Eye, and it's just a brown, glaze. There you go. That's what I meant to show you. It's just a brown glaze. And I just got green on his face, so I'll have to go back because I got all over my hands. All right, and you just drag it around. It's very transparent. I'm just dry brushing it just to make it look a little bit old. Okay, I don't know if you can tell the difference. See the difference in the white one here and then the glazed one there? So it just makes it look older. Okay, and then I'm gonna glaze this one. Lay it face down to dry. Dip in a little more glaze. Yeah, you can see this pan was white when I started, and I've been working with the glaze, and see how you can see through it? That's all glaze is a transparent paint. It's almost like you tinted varnish or something. That's kind of what glaze would be like in your mind. Clear nail polish with a little color in it. You know, it's just a little tint. So this one is done. Oops, but I needed to paint the back of him where I got a little bit of white on him. I'm doing too much wet on wet on wet here. Too much forcing. All right, and then this one, I still need to paint his hat green. So I'm gonna not do that right now. I'll do that when I do the rest of these 4, and when I flip them, then I'll paint him. So let me flip you guys around here and turn you up where I can see your smiling faces, and you can see mine. Oh man, I got paint all over me. Let's see here. I have anything I can wipe just so that I'm dry. Okay, here we go. Oh, that light's really like a ghost. Wow. I don't mean to be so bright. Go down. Stand back. Let me stand back a little bit. Okay, let me, so what we're drawing for are the 2, golly, that light's bright. There, that's better. Okay, so what we're drawing, no, it's not better. Why is it doing that? Hang on a minute. Let me turn on my dining room light. Maybe that'll counteract it. I don't know. Does that counteract it? A little bit. Okay, so I'm giving away these white furry votive cups. There's a large and a small with the gold string, gold thread that's wrapped around and around. You can see. Okay, so that's what I'm giving away tonight. That was for all of those of you that shared last night's video. Your names are in my little bowl here. And so I'm just going to pick one name. Oops, I have 2. Okay, and the winner is, oh my gosh, I can't, then I do this almost every night. I can't read the winner. Deborah Neumergut. I probably messed that up. Deborah, Nemergut. Deborah, you are the winner of the votive cups. So I will put this in here. As soon as I'm done with my video, I'll look your name up and I will messenger you and let you know so that you can tell me where you want me to send them. Okay, so congratulations, Deborah, and I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate all of you sharing, and it's been so interesting seeing the same names over and over, and I'm like, oh, I hope she wins, I hope she wins. And then to see the new names of people that I don't even know, it's so exciting. And so all of your sharing, I think I said that earlier, is really working. So for tonight, we're gonna give away this little soup bowl, this little pottery bowl. And if you share the video, then tomorrow night when I do the next video, I will be drawing. I will write down all of the names, just like there's Angela. She said she shared, if you guys can see in the comments. So Angela will go in the pot. And did anybody else share? Angela, so far you would be the winner because you're the only one that shared. I'm going through, I'm not seeing anybody else shared. So, but I won't draw until tomorrow. Now, oh, there's Trisha, she shared. Okay. Oh, and there's Lori, she shared. Okay, we have some sharers. Yay! So people liked my Santas. That's great. So if you guys would share. Oh, and there's Vicky. Okay, girls, thank you. And Rebecca, thank you guys. Thank you guys for sharing. I know I tell you this every night, that your sharing helps. It helps a little business like mine reach more people. And that's why we do this. You'll have a lot of the video people that you watch will ask you to share. And that's why we're asking you to share what we're doing with your friends to try and grow our businesses. So we all appreciate when you guys share. So that's just why we do it. I know I've told you when you hit the like button, it helps us. When you hold on the like button and you go up and hit the heart, Facebook loves hearts. Facebook loves hearts, and it gives us a little more juice. If I do 10 videos a week, you guys might only see 1 or 2. You might not see them all. And so when I say it gives more power to our videos, the more interaction we get as a business from you guys in liking, loving, sharing, giving us hearts and all of that stuff, it makes sure that you and your friends see our videos. So it's kind of dirty dog in a way, in a backwards way of them, because I feel like if I do a video and you guys are all following me, you should all see my video. Like, it's not, how do they pick and choose who gets to see? And it's the ones that are interacting that get to see. So every once in a while, they might sprinkle a little bit more out there because I'm getting like all the hearts. Thank you, whoever's doing that. Thank you so much. But yeah, so that's how, yeah, like just like fuel for your car, all of this stuff is helping. So hey, Sherry, hello. I got paint all over me because I've been painting vintage Santas. So I'll flip you around here so you guys can see one last time. Let me drop you down. Let me drop you down though. There we go. I tried to make a cute little display, somewhat cute. And now these are all dry. That glaze dries really, really fast. So let me flip those back over. And there you go, my paper-mache Santas. These 4 are finished, or these 5 are finished. These 4, I still have to put some glaze on them, but they're wet. I just painted them tonight on the video. Just finished glazing these. You can watch the replay if you'd like to see how it's all done. We did them yesterday. So in the making of them, and the aluminum foil and the paper-mache clay that I used, and how I put the hangers in, everything was in last night's video. So, okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for sharing and for watching my video, and for all of the hearts. I wish I could heart you back. Thank you so much. Good night.